Hi guys, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear, but sometimes also casual wear, normal clothes, whatever you might want to call it. And if you're into all that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Because yeah, today I have a normal clothes, casual clothing haul. Maybe you watched my recent small hauls video when from my trip to Sweden. I'm just calling it, I mean, it's not really that far away. Anyway, I can link that video up here. And I kind of teased this little blouse here. So this blouse is from a, I think it's a Swedish store called Indiska. You can see it here. And I love them for their dresses and blouses and stuff because they're kind of like, they're really fun prints. I love colors and I love prints and everything. And yeah, so I recently I got this blouse and then I went to Sweden again and ordered some stuff to the store. So I have a lot more Indiska things for you today. Unfortunately, I don't think you can buy this if you're not in Finland, Sweden, and maybe Norway. I don't know. But maybe it's just also like a really fun inspiration video. Like maybe you just, to be fair, sometimes I also like to just put YouTube videos in the background when I do stuff. So maybe this is something like this for you. Or you just like to see, you know, just like I said, you just like to get inspired, like see new items, new clothing items, different prints, different patterns, get ideas of what you might need in your closet next, even though you can't buy this particular piece. So yeah. Anyway, this is what we're doing today. I also do have like a few non-clothing pieces that I can show you, but let's just get into it. We can of course start with this little blouse that I had teased last time, and like look at the print or the pattern. It's gold and it's shiny, so it has like some shiny yarn in it. It's short sleeved, which is a little odd for like the time of the year, but it's cute anyway. And yeah, it has like black as the base color, and then we have gold and we have pink and like kind of a grayish blue in here. V neckline and lots of seams happening. The sleeves are also kind of puffy. We do have like an elastic here. And then you have like you have like a drawstring on the side, or like basically two drawstrings, I guess, on the side. So you can kind of like tighten that around your waist a little bit. And then there's a little bit of like a volant here. A little bit of a like skirty part. I don't know how to call that. But yeah, and then in the back, you can also see lots of seam detailing here, just like in the front. The main part of the blouse is lined with black, but the sleeves are not lined. So the sleeves are a little bit more see-through, a little bit more lightweight. And this piece is made from, this is made from, let me see, made in India. It kind of makes sense when it's called Indiska. But anyway, and it is made from 100% polyester, that's the lining, but the main part is 78% viscose and 22% metallic fiber. I guess that makes sense because there's metallic fiber there. Now this was, oh, it has euros on there. Oh, for Finland, yeah. Anyway, it was 599 Swedish kroner or 60 euros. Now this doesn't really make sense because Swedish kroner is not a 1 to 10 to the euro anymore, but whatever. So this would be around 65, 70 US dollars, I think. I don't remember the conversion because I don't need to use it very much, so yeah. Anyway, it's not a cheap blouse, but I think it's cute. In general, I feel like Indiska is not the cheapest store, but they have like really great pieces. The quality is very good. I have some of their summer dresses and I've worn them up and down the whole summer and they're doing amazing, so can't complain. I also do have some of their blouses. Again, can't complain. Wear these a lot, so yeah. It's usually great stuff and it's also quite unique, so that's what I like about them. And like I said, lots of prints and patterns and colors, and that is totally me. They also do have some homeware items. I don't know what you like mugs and plates and table sets and what, like things like that. Basically pillows, pillowcases, blankets, things like that. Yeah, anyway, let's see this blouse on. Okay, here we have this little blouse. Like I said, short sleeves. I guess if you want, you could try to pull them down a little bit, but I feel like, you know, with movement and everything, this is kind of like, for me at least, where they end up. And yeah, now you can see it's like kind of straight down, but we do have the little strings. You can see the length. Definitely, you know, not 100% full length, but it's also definitely not cropped, right? Like, it's a good length. We do have a V neckline, not too deep. And then yeah, we do have the little strings here, so we can try to tighten the strings now to try to see what it does. And you have to be a little bit, a little bit more. I mean, it's not super easy, not like the easiest kind of drawstring. So you can tighten it like this, for example, and then we can just do a little bow. Let me just, a knot and a bow, and I don't want to make it too tight because I feel like with this type of fabric, undoing it is going to be a little tougher if it's super tight because it does have the metallic fibers in it, and those aren't always the easiest thing to deal with. But yeah, you can do the same thing on the other side. Apparently I already did a knot there, and let me just tie that. And here we go. Now it does have a little bit more shape on the side. Although honestly, I feel like it's definitely not my waist. My waist would be here, right? So it's kind of like a shorter thing. I guess you could also kind of shorten that if you wanted to. Make it look a little bit more like this. Kind of tuck the drawstring under, and then you have more of a cropped look, depending on what you want, right? Otherwise, kind of just a tad longer. A tad like shape here, but it also covers this area if you're feeling a little bloated that day or something, I don't know. And yeah, so the sleeves are very lightweight. You can feel the metallic a little bit here on the arms, but it's not so bad. And then here you do have that inner black lining. So that is very sleek and just very soft against the skin, nothing there. But with the sleeves you can feel a little bit of the scratchiness from the metallic fibers. But anyway, this is this little blouse. Probably also would look good not wearing this with black jeans, but probably just like a little skirt or something. And definitely kind of a little bit festive, but also, like I said, the print is really, really pretty. It's kind of cute. Yeah, maybe I'd kind of prefer to wear it like this. I don't know. Have to figure that out still. But I did like the print. Not the shape is not my all-time favorite, but like, you know, it's cute. It's something different. But yeah, the print was kind of like the main draw for me with this one. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, now we're getting into the pieces that I did get my second trip to Sweden. So the second time around I went in like 3 weeks. And we have another blouse here. This one I definitely need to steam before I wear it, I think. But yeah, it has like flowers, lots of florals on here. The base color is like a navy blue. This one has long sleeves and it has a nice deep V here as well. And then some buttons all the way down. I think these are like, I would use them more for decorative purposes, but I do think you can technically open this. So yeah. And then there's, of course, like, it's nice to have like this extra flap. So if the buttons actually do kind of pull apart a little bit, you're not gonna see skin or anything. You're just gonna see the flap on the inside. I feel like they don't always do that with blouses, like in general. I'm not just talking about Indiska, but I feel like a lot of companies don't do that. Price again, same as the previous blouse. This is the Coralie Blouse, for example, by the way. The Coralie Blouse. The other one was called the Chopra Blouse, yes. The Coralie Blouse also came in like a kind of with beige as like a base color, but I'm not like not really into beige that much. And I'm just looking for fabric because this feels a little bit more natural. Made in India again. And this is 100% viscose, actually. Okay. So very lightweight. I'm not sure if that's like a perfect winter fabric, but still, you know, it's like, it's cute. And for the office, it's not always that chilly, right? We have big sleeves again, big puffy sleeves. They usually do that a lot. Little cuffs here with a button as well. And look, the button has a flower print too. Because yeah, the buttons do have the fabric on them. Then it's not a single color, they have the fabric on them. And then you also do get 2 spare buttons with fabric on them too. And yes, anything else I need to tell you about these? These eco fibers derived from controlled or certified wood sources, made with at least 50% less carbon emissions and water consumption. So always good. And yeah, this is like kind of like a full length blouse. I would probably wear it more tucked in or something, but let's see it on. Okay. So here we have this beautiful floral blouse. It is dark blue. I'm currently wearing black jeans with this, and you can see it's very like flowy, kind of oversized, big sleeves here. And yes, we do have the cuffs. They're not too tight, but they're definitely a little tighter, right? And keeping the sleeves from kind of going onto your hands. Sometimes you have things where sleeves are big and then you can kind of pull them over your hands. You can't do that with this. But yes, and it's kind of a full length. We do have all these buttons here. The V neckline is not too deep, so still very professional. We don't have a collar or anything, I guess. No, I mean, this is kind of a collar, but it's flat. And yeah, you can see definitely flowy, oversized. So this is certainly a blouse I would not wear like this because I feel like for me, this is not flattering my body type, but this is one that I would be tucking into my pants or a high-waisted skirt or something. So we can try that now. So let me see, I'm just gonna do this like a little bit like this, just a rough tucking in. But yeah, for me, this is kind of like more how I would wear this and how I wear a lot of my Indiska blouses, because a lot of them are more of this oversized fit. And it's great because this way, like if someone really wants to wear it like flowy and big, they can, but you can also just easily tuck this in and walk around like that. Like I said, it's just like I'll probably do it a little bit more proper if I were to wear this right now for a little bit longer. But yeah, I like how lightweight it is. It feels like really comfy. The fabric feels great. It is, I think you could easily wear this also in summer because of how lightweight it is. But if you were to wear this in the colder years, just put like a little top underneath or something, just a little bit of an extra layer, and you would be good to go. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful blouse. Now, obviously, there's the most flowers up top, and then it becomes a little bit less. If you tuck it in, you don't necessarily see this becoming less as much, right? Because it's kind of further down there. But do you really need to see that? No, I don't know. But yeah, let's move on. All right, so this was a piece I hadn't ordered to the store, but I saw it on the website and I wanted to order it to the store, but this was a summer dress. So it had been sold out online, and it didn't show as available in the store that I was going to go to in my size. But then when I was at the register, I peeked a little, like I kind of saw the dress in the sales section. So I asked my partner to go check it out and see which size it was, and it was my size. So because I have two of these dresses just in a different print, and I love them. Like these are like so flattering for my body type, so like amazing. This is the Cathalina Dress in this blue color, so it has like this little blue print. And of course, this is more of a summer thing, so I'll look forward to it being warmer again so I can wear it. But yeah, this cut is like totally for me. Got this in a size small. That's also my usual size for these dresses. Again, we have two spare buttons. And yeah, we do have a V neckline here. You do have a little bit of like, like lace or something detailing, and then it's buttons all the way down. But what this dress, why this is so good for me, it has like this nice patch here that's kind of really accentuating your waist. And it does that really well. It accentuates the waist. It has like these big, nice sleeves, which are like just really nice. And then in the back, you do have an elastic here, so it's also really comfortable when you wear it. And then the skirt part is a little bit more flowy. The skirt part is also double lined, so you don't need to be worried about being see-through. So we have like a light blue liner on the inside. And overall, I just love these types of dresses. They're like perfect for me. I will see if I can link my one Indiska video where I have basically the same cut of the dress but in a different print. I can link that up here. That was from last year. And yeah, I mean, I just wear that one a lot. It's just so flattering and it's cute. And yeah, so I'm so happy they had this in my size. And it was 50% off. So usually this is like 900 Swedish kroner. So I guess that'll be about 90 US maybe. I don't know. You'll find the conversion on the screen anyway. And this was 50% off. So yes, I love this dress. I think it's amazing. Or I love all these dresses in this print, not in this print, but in this cut. It's just great. Fabric-wise, again, it's made in India, but we do also have, let me see, you can wash this at 40 degrees Celsius. It is made from 100% cotton. That's the shell and the lining, and then the trims are 100% polyester. But those don't matter too much. So yeah, 100% cotton. Which is also why it's nice to have this stretchy part here in the back, because sometimes, if it's just 100% cotton, there's not really any stretch, right? But yeah, cute. let's see it on. Ah, look at this cute little dress. So now you can see where it ends. Now that I'm going on my tippy toes, it's kind of like right on top of the knee, which is a great length also in the back. So not too short in the back, because this is what happens to me with a lot of dresses, like just too short in the back. And it's like, no, I need a little bit more coverage in case something, happens. This is actually a great length. I mean, I could also do a little bit shorter, not too much longer. But yeah, look at this. It's so cute. This is so flattering for my body type, like just nicely waist accentuating. We have a V neckline. You have all these buttons. There's pretty pattern, the big sleeves, a little bit of this, kind of hem here. And it's just like a perfect dress. It's also very comfy because we do have the elastic part here in the back. And of course, a little bit extra space here, but it's not really too wild or anything. And I mean, look at this. This is always such a good cut. Like, I'm so happy that they keep bringing this cut back and just all the different prints they can think of, because that means I can just keep buying it. And it's always a different dress and it looks different, and you compare it with different accessories and everything. But like in the end, it's still the same flattering cut. So yeah, I'm so happy they had this in my size still in the sale. Like, because I saw it on the website and I was like, oh, so sad they don't have it, but here we go. So yeah. And it's a little bit flowy, but not too much. You do have the inner lining here as well, but not up top here. So just keep that in mind. I'm currently wearing black underneath. So it actually is not so bad, but you might want to align a little bit what bra you're wearing with this. And it's just cute. The fabric feels great. Great for summer. Very lightweight. I have to wait a few months to wear this for sure, because this is not a winter dress. But yeah, I will happily do that. Yeah, anyway, let's move on. Okay, now we're going back to the pieces that I actually pre-ordered. So those are a little bit more fall winter fashion. Versus the other dress now was a summer dress, but I just had to show it to you because I'm so happy I got it. Anyway, we do have this. So this is a long dress. So we have this one here. Again, it looks a little bit more summery. You could wear it in the summer. I love the blue. I was a little undecided about it, but I decided I liked it and I love the detailing. But it is a long one, so I'm a little unsure yet as to how to wear it. But I think I just need to get myself some like more slim, higher black boots. I used to wear like higher, slimmer boots a lot back in the day when they were in, of course, and now this is kind of coming back. Now I just have like all those chunky boots, right? But yeah, I kind of need black ones for that. So this is something I'm gonna look for in the near future. But yeah, this is a very long dress, and it has this beautiful stitching. I hope you can see it. Beautiful stitching, beautiful buttons. Kind of same idea of cut like as the dress I just showed you. So you have like kind of like something that accentuates your waist here. And in the back, you do have the stretchy part as well. Big puffy sleeves here. There's a little bit more detailing also along the skirt, some volants, so like it's like multiple tiers here. And it's kind of that. I will say, I feel like they could have lined this because there's no lining on the inside kind of. So this is like a little bit, if you look really close, you might be able to see through a little bit, basically. But of course, if we wear black tights with it, maybe it's not so bad. But I feel like they could have lined this a little bit more, especially because it's not super cheap, right? So this dress was 100 euros or 999 Swedish kroner, so definitely not a cheap dress. It comes with one spare button, just one. And I think this one is also made from let me see. It's just gonna be one fabric, I assume. It is 100% viscose, exactly. So, and I feel like even though it's like a long dress, and with long sleeves, you could easily also wear this in summer because it is still very lightweight. But yeah, I'll try to see if I can how I can show this to you the best way, but not sure if because the problem is if I zoom out more and more, right, you see less and less of me, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see it on. Okay, here's this blue number. This one lengthwise hits me at my ankle. I'm gonna show you. This is kind of where it hits me. So it is definitely like intended to be like a maxi dress. And I like the shape of it. Same shape as the summer dress, are very similar at least, right? It accentuates the waist. One thing I will say, what annoys me a little bit is the sleeves start right here at the waist. I'd prefer it if they started up here, because every time I lift my arms, you can see this moves. So that's like the only downside with this one. That's one thing I'm like, yeah, they could have done that a little bit better. We do have these buttons, and then you have like that, yeah, tighter kind of horizontally striped, well, with detailing, right? Band to really accentuate the waist, V neckline, and you do have a little collar here up top. So this is basically similar to that blue floral blouse that I showed you. Sleeves are also a tad short on me, unless they're intended to be 3/4 sleeves, in which case they're perfect. And then we do have all this detailing on the 3-tiered skirt part. Honestly, I feel like this would be such a fun, like kind of little summer dress as well if it was like this length, right? So like you could have it kind of shortened out. I don't think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, and I also did see like on their website, they had like someone wear this also with black boots and like a little cardigan or something. And then you can go out in the world. Spinning wise, it does have a really nice spinny skirt. The skirt is very like flowy and moving. So that is nice. And of course, like the stitching at the bottom is like probably the prettiest of all the stitchings that we have available here. So you can see all the florals on there. Because I feel like it's the same as this one, isn't it? Why did I feel like it looks slightly different? I don't know. Maybe it's just because, the perspective, I don't know. And yeah, you can see the different stitching up top here. And what else? We do have, just a normal bag. Again, the tag. Need to tuck that in. I thought I did. Anyway, so the band goes all the way around. We do have the elastic here in the bag for a little bit more improved like comfort, and like it really doesn't feel tight even though it looks nice and snug around my waist. So that's good. And yeah, I know you can see like the sleeves look full length if I'm just standing like this, but once I stretch my arms out. And I think this might have just to do with the fact that the sleeves are kind of attached to here, whereas to up here. So that's just one thing where I'm like, could have done a little bit better. But I also figured, yes, I talk with my hands a lot, but I'm usually talking with my hands around this height, so I don't have to do too much of this when I wear this dress, I guess. Anyway, this is this blue little number. The color is beautiful for sure. Let's move on. All right, and I got another long dress, even though, I'm not usually like the long dress person, but remember this print from the blouse? So yes, they also made this in a dress, and I just couldn't say no. Now, again, this was also not a cheap dress, but I don't splurge that much on normal clothes, so I was like, okay. And I can totally picture this for like Christmas or something, right? It's gonna be kind of cute, but yeah, you've seen the print before. The fabric composition is going to be the same, I assume. I'm just gonna double check, just before I assume anything. I guess I should do that. But yes, it's 78% viscose and 22% metallic fiber. This dress was, like I said, a little bit more pricey. It does have a V neckline again, not too low, and then bigger puffy sleeves with an elastic here at the end. I feel like they could have done a little bit more like what they did with the summer dress there, but that's perfectly fine. And then you have like just this big skirt part. It's double lined, so there's double lining here except for the sleeves. And then at the bottom of the skirt part, you also do have a little bit of a volant. So like there's a little bit of a kind of like a little like volant-esque here, and that's just a little bit wider here at the bottom too. And we do have a little drawstring here as well that you can just tie around the waist to accentuate the waist. And then in the back, same seam detailing as we had on the blouse. Same also that we do have basically in the front here. So yeah, that's that. And it's quite heavy actually. I think also this one will work well with black boots. So I really need to get those. Let's see it on. Okay, here is the little shiny dress. Now, compared to the blouse, there's definitely some differences. We have different end to the sleeves. I kind of prefer the other one because this elastic is a little bit thinner. So it's a little bit less comfortable than the other elastic, but the sleeves kind of feel a little bit longer on me. I don't know. The V also seems a little bit less deep. And then we do not have the drawstring situation on the side that we had on the blouse, but we do have just this little tie. And honestly, I kind of prefer that. Like, just a little bit easier to handle. And of course you can tie it in the back or in the front, whatever you want to do. It's just easier for me in the front now. Oops, and it's coming undone. Hold on. This seems to be more complicated than I thought. Here we go, and now stay. Let's hope it stays. The little drawstring does have some golden pieces here at the end. And yeah, you can tie it however you want. Now it also is a little bit more where my waist is, but still a little bit on top. I do have a longer torso, so that's kind of what happens to me with lots of dresses or lots of pieces that are accentuating the waist. It's just a little bit higher on me. And it's, for the most part, it is fine. It really just depends. But yeah, look at this. I do love the weight this has. And you can't see it so well, but it is like flowing super well. I do love the little volant situation here at the bottom. It just kind of, it looks good. Like, and then lengthwise, we're kind of talking lower calf kind of situation. That's where it hits me. So it is not floor length. It is not like, it's kind of, I wouldn't call it, nah, maybe it's still a midi dress. Because midi is like kind of like mid-calf, right? This is a little bit lower, but it's definitely not like a maxi floor length dress. But I think this is gonna look really, really good with some long black boots. Yes, you won't be able to see how long they actually are, but like not so chunky boots, but really like a little bit more elegant looking black boots. This is kind of what I'm picturing for this. Not my chunky ones that I have, so I really need to go out and get those. But yeah, I like the weight of it. I think this is gonna be great. Ooh, I'm spinning. This is gonna be great for, yeah, just for like, you know, Christmas. I can totally see myself also wearing this. Just a pair of black tights underneath, obviously, and like maybe a little cardigan thrown on top for when it gets a little bit chillier. But honestly, when you're in one like living room with lots of people, and the candles and everything, it gets quite warm anyway, right? So don't really need long sleeves. But yeah, it could be really cute. So yeah, I like it. I do like this one more than the blouse. I will say that. I think it's just a slightly better fit up top here. And yeah, look at it. This is it from the back. Oops, haven't cut off the tag yet, but I should have. And there we go. It's gone. But yeah, it's just, I like the volant situation in the back, and it's still, even though it's like a heavier dress because it's long, it's still flowing very well. So I like that. I like that there's lots of fabric in the skirt part. Like, it's nice. And then, yes, we do have this black inner lining. So same as with the blouse itself, black lining. So it's not see-through, and I like that. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's cute. I'm happy about it. Was it cheap? No. Is it worth it? I think so. For me, it's worth it. Let's move on. Okay, last but not least, when it comes to dresses, I got this one too. Now, this is a shorter one. And I was like, the print is so fun. It is bright pink. I used to say that I didn't like pink that much, but honestly, like I would have so much pink in my closet now. But I don't have a pink dress. Well, now I do, I guess. But yeah, I didn't have a pink dress before. But this one is the Naina Dress. And yes, it is shorter. Not too short though. And it has like a flowy skirt part, and it has buttons at the top. So only at the top, and then the buttons stop around the waist. So you can kind of unbutton this. The only thing I was like a little bit like, the neckline is not like my favorite because it's like kind of just closing in there, but we can work on that, or I'll just get used to it. We do have big puffy sleeves again, some other pattern here on the sleeves, a little cuff here too with a button. We also probably do have spare buttons again, just one, yeah. And the button does have print on it. To be fair, there's less buttons on this one than on some of the other pieces. And then you also do have a tie like a band to tie here. And at the bottom of the skirt, we also do have this other print or pattern that you could see on the sleeves too. Now this also is double lined, so you do have like a pink liner here on the inside. The fabric feels like really nice. It's very cottony, and it is 100% cotton in the main and in the lining. So you don't have too much stretch in this one, if not to say no stretch. But anyway, so I was like, I kind of like the print. I think this is gonna be really fun, colorful for autumn, winter now. And then I was recently browsing for those black boots I'd been talking about, right? So I'm just gonna show you what I found instead. Because I saw these and I was like, okay, they're gonna match this dress perfectly. So I'm just gonna show those to you now before I show you the dress on, because yeah, I have to. So I got these boots, they're dark red, and look at this. I mean, this is perfect, I think. They also have a good sole, so it's like still like kind of, you know, good for if it gets slippery and slidey, but look at this. I feel like this is perfect. These boots are from Koi Footwear. I do have another pair of boots from them that I occasionally wear that has like, I think they have a slightly higher heel, but they're black, and they have like the stars and the moon and whatever on there in gold. But yeah, look at these. I kind of had to get them because I was like, this is perfect. And then also you can wear this easily with like a black dress or something. And yeah, they're not too high. They're a little higher, of course, but they're also a little bit platformy. I will say they're a little bit narrow here in the front, but it is okay. I got these in 38, and usually I do get my boots in 39, but I had the other ones in 38 as well, so that's what I went with. And it's kind of like this, what do you call it? Velour leather. It's not what you call it. It's like the soft one, the kind of velvety leather type of thing. I don't think it's real leather, but you know. And yeah, look at this. Like, and the flowers, they're like kind of, so you can see this one's still a bit folded over how it was in the box. But yeah, they're like actually just attached to this. This is stitched in, this is attached. And then you also have these. These are flower shaped too. I mean, a match made in heaven, right? I mean, this is perfect. Anyway, I guess can put these on as well for you eventually, but if I put these on, I have to raise the camera or something. So we'll do this first, and then I can kind of show it to you together in a way, maybe. But anyway, let's see it on. Okay, and here's this little pink number. Now we do have this little tie, but you can already see that it is waist accentuating by itself a little bit, and then we can just enhance it with this little band. Again, you can probably tie that behind your back as well. I'll just do that for simplicity here in the front. And this actually kind of hits me around my natural waist. So here we do have the loops for the tie on both sides, of course. And this is actually hitting me around my natural waist. So that is a good length for me. Now the top, I mentioned, right? It's just all the buttons here. And at least I found for myself, oh, I forgot to button one. You have to unbutton that to put it on. There's no zipper on the side. To give you a little bit more space. So for me personally, I have to unbutton this in order to make this work for me, or in order to get this over my shoulders, basically. We do have the big sleeves. Again, some cuffs here that are kind of tight, and then make sure that it doesn't really slide on top of your hands too much. And yeah, big puffy sleeves, a little bit of just a different pattern here. And then lengthwise, this is kind of hitting me right on top of my knee. I hope you can see it, with the other pattern at the bottom there as well, basically. And the skirt isn't as flowy as, you know, some other dresses I have that are like this, but it is still flowy enough. Because for me, it gets really disappointing when I see a dress like this that's basically like a skater dress cut, and the skirt isn't flowy, but still clinging kind of to like all the little lumps and like lower tummy and whatever, like, or the hip dips, right? If it's still clinging to it, it's not flattering at all. But this is not what it's doing. It's flowy enough. Could be a tad flowier if you ask me, but it is flowy enough. The fabric definitely doesn't have any stretch, but it does feel sturdy. It does feel good quality, like nice and cottony, very natural, I guess. And we do have the little pink inner liner here. So this is double lined. You also do have like the little pink on the inside here as well. And now for like color wise, right now I'm just doing it like this, but I'm not sure if it's staying like this. Now I'm clamping it down with the microscope. With the microphone. This is not a microscope. Yes. To be fair, I don't know what I've used more in my life, this microphone or a microscope. Very good question. I don't know. Anyway, so actually it's more like this. And for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this type of neckline. I do like a good V neckline, which is why I would kind of try to wear it a little bit more like that. But I don't know how to make that stay. I could use little safety pins that you don't see, and just have it like this for, you know, just the looks basically. Like, yeah, it should be more like this for my personal preference. Let me know if you like this like closed up look. I feel like if you do that, yes, you could add like a little, like, or a big statement necklace or something. Are those coming back anytime soon? Because like everything is coming back, right? And statement necklaces were big a long time ago, so maybe they're also gonna make a comeback at some point. But I kind of feel like that could go with that. But yeah, I personally prefer like a little bit of a V neckline. Just find that a little bit more flattering for me. And yes, so this is our little skirt dress. Not skirt dress. It's a dress. It's not as flowy, so like it's not gonna, you're not gonna get things twirls when you're twirling around. It's not gonna, the skirt isn't gonna blow up very much. But I wanted to show you this dress also with the boots. Now I didn't put on tights, so I don't know if it's gonna look any good, but I'm just gonna quickly grab the boots. Here they are. Like I said, I think these are a perfect match. And let me just, grab those. Put them on, I mean, I already grabbed them. And now I'm gonna be much taller, obviously. But, there we go. These are kind of like an ankle length. And now with my very pale skin, yeah, you can see. Look, I think it works perfectly well. I hope I'm not flashing anyone. But yeah, look at this. Obviously, imagine this with like just black tights, because I feel like it doesn't look as good with a pale white skin. Let me just see if I can, show you the other side. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing, but yeah, I think that works well. Oh, actually, I'm still fitting in the frame. Anyway, see, I had to zip up the boots and I'm like out of breath. Anyway, so this is the little dress and our little boots to go with it. Obviously, the boots are also going to go well with the just jeans and black dress or something. But yeah, this is that. Let's move on. All right, guys, it's nearly conclusion time. I just quickly want to show off the big mugs that they have there. I bought one for myself and one for my mom like last year, and I constantly use that mug because then I don't have to make a whole teapot because it's so big. And I had to get two more. One for my brother who does not watch these videos, so he will not know until I actually give it to him, so that's nice. And that's the one for him. Like, look at this, it's basically as big as my head. I think it fits about like 700, 800 milliliters or something, I think. Something like that. But yeah, look at this. And they're not super expensive. So like this is 15 euros, yeah. You can put it in the microwave, you can put it in the dishwasher, like no problem. I've done that with the dishwasher, not the microwave, but I've done the dishwasher many times with my other one. But yeah, look at this. This one has like this fun, like kind of pattern that looks like it's like a cozy sweater or something. So yeah, this is for my brother. He loves his big mugs for his chocolate milk. And then this is the one I got for myself because I figured I need a second one. It kind of is very Christmassy colors. This is mine. Look at it. So it has the green handle and green and red on here. So yeah. So nice. I do have one that's like a little bit more spring flowers, but yeah, look at this. And the color stays, like I said, I've used the other one so much during the past year and it still looks brand new. Yeah, look at it, so fun. Like I said, more Christmas colors. But they have so many different variations of these and like, they're just amazing because of how big they are. So if you love tea or chocolate milk or something, I highly recommend those mugs. Like, totally recommend them. Anyway, now it's time for conclusions. So here's the pile of clothes that I showed you. I've just shown you the mugs. I've also shown you the shoes, but the shoes are not from Indiska, right? So Anyway, let me know which piece was your favorite. Let me know if you like these kinds of reviews. Yeah, because I sometimes just love to see, because the thing is also, right, like we all wear like super bland clothes most of the time. Most of us do. I also do that. I'm putting on a pair of jeans, usually black or something, and then just a jumper or whatever. But it's so much more fun to bring some color into this, to bring some prints and some patterns into this. And I don't know. So I'm trying a little bit more now. I used to dress a little bit more out there, I think, when I was younger. It's not that long ago. But it's just easier if you don't do it, right? And then, I don't know. I feel like I need to get back to this a little bit. And yes, I'm like super like into all these. I'm super into this, right? I just need to kind of start wearing this again. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, let me know what your favorite piece was. If you liked this video, which I really hope you did, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out. You can also follow me on Instagram, see some of the pieces in action there that I review. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining, helpful, fun, everything you want it to be. And I will see you next time. Bye.